I'm Stephen Hill. I had a stroke nearly 6 years ago, a brain hemorrhage. I had no advance warning that something was going to happen. It came out of the blue. I was an academic. Basically, for most of my life, I operated as an archaeologist, which meant I was an active person, used to walking miles and miles and miles with the physical activity of digging. So the stroke really obliterated a whole mass of my life and my identity, in effect. I was in hospital for 9 weeks. During that time, there were periods when rehab should have been happening, but twice 5 days passed and I was in hospital with no physio support or anything. And I did feel quite abandoned and frustrated, really, even angry. And part of me was very aware that a consequence of this was I was blocking a bed from somebody that needed it more than I did as I recovered. But the big problem was this 5-day care, or sometimes 5 days no care, which arose because of staffing, weekends, holidays, sickness or whatever. The human resource just wasn't enough to keep that going. Now, in the new system, if we're approved, and I hope people will support it, that will cease to be a problem. It's set up in a way that uses the skilled, specialised staff we have who understand strokes most effectively and in the most concentrated way possible. And I didn't know it at the time, but what I learned subsequently was the huge importance of having specialists in your condition, whether it's because you've got aphasia or you can't swallow, or in my case, you can't walk, half of your body's paralysed. You need somebody that understands the neurological as well as the physical side of what's going on. So it's not simply a matter of moving bones and joints, it's a matter of understanding how you help the patient to reform neural pathways to make bits of the body work again. But however you look at it, it's so important that staff who are specialists in stroke deal with stroke survivors. Every stroke survivor is different, so the more we can pool different people with different skills and different experiences, the better chances there are that people will come through this with meaningful lives, still mobile, still thinking, and still able to contribute. And still, therefore, because of all those things, retaining their sense of identity and self-respect. If we'd had the reconfigured pathway, I'm quite confident that even if it didn't make any difference physically, though I'm sure it would have done, it would have made me immensely more confident and much less stressed and distressed.